that preaches hatred of black people and which has lasted for decades, always managing to reinvent itself.
Yeah, I'm eating breakfast,
In America for over 150 years.
watching documentaries for Ku Klux Klan.
150 years of hatred, racism, and horror.
How are you? Will you be here in the Philippines?
150 years of exclusion, violence, and rage. A tale of cruelty whose ghosts still haunt the United States.
Ku Klux Klan.
The United States. The Civil War finally came to an end. After 4 years of deadly combat and more than 700,000 deaths, the pro-slavery Southern states were defeated by the abolitionist North. General Lee surrendered to General Grant at Appomattox.
Yeah, by Monday I will have to work in a real estate company.
Nearly 4 million of the South's 9 million inhabitants were enslaved. And at last they were free of their chains. For plantation owners, this revolution was unbearable.
So talk to their identity, because their identity was very much tied up in being masters, to being a class of people who were masters to slaves, even if they had not themselves been slave owners.
Slave owners were, of course, terrified by the end of slavery. They were terrified economically that they would lose their
Look at my nails.
very cheap labor force, but they were also terrified
Very long.
that African American people would start to demand the rights of citizenship.
In 1865, a handful of Confederate veterans of Scottish descent decided to create a secret society in the town of Pulaski, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
It was originally designed to be a fraternal order. It was designed as a joke. It was literally designed for a bunch of guys to have a reason to hang out and drink beer and just like take care of each other.
If we were to ask why they created the clan, they claimed always that it started as a fraternal drinking society. They were young men, they were bored, they lived in a small town called Pulaski, Tennessee, and they decided to form a little secret society.
The veterans initially wanted to share stories of battle and the good old times.
Hello, Violeta. Hi, from where are you?
They gave their group a mysterious name, Ku Klux Klan.
We don't know why they chose the name Ku Klux Klan. People say it's because that's the sound a shotgun would make when it was cocked, Ku Klux, like that. The one that is most broadly accepted is meant to be named after the Greek word for circle, kuplos. And that makes a certain amount of sense when you realize that the people who founded the Klan were educated in Latin and Greek and did use Latin phrases in particular.
Sa Pilipinas po gate. And then pareha mo name sa kumama.
They harked back to Greek
Why?
mythology, Greek names. It was really, in many ways, like a very adolescent fantasy of a kind of medieval a bunch of warriors.
Why you don't know how to
They
talk
added the word
Tagalog?
clan, a common term in Scotland, to the Greek phrase "kuklos," and started each word with a K. The clan was born. Their first appearances in public in Pulaski were peaceful, but soon harassment and intimidation of former slaves became daily rituals.
The very first clan group in Pulaski was essentially a group that kind of played pranks. They would dress up in very elaborate costumes, not the white sheets that we see today. And they would go
You're
out
very
and
dummy
scare
dummy
people,
da.
or
All
play
Filipino
pranks.
knows how to speak
They often
Tagalog
would
na.
try and
Like
fight
at least they
freed
try.
slaves.
Maybe they
They
don't
were so
speak, but
superstitious that they
then
would believe there were
they
ghosts and so on.
understand.
Sometimes they change
You
their
never been
voices
into
during
your
the
class,
attacks. So they will
right?
make animal noises and
You know what
hoots and things like
history,
that. But
Hikasi,
they'll also speak
Filipino?
really high
We do have that
or
kind
really
of
low,
subject, and
or
I
one
don't
guy
know
will speak
why
high
you
and
don't
the
know how
other
to
guy will
speak
speak
Tagalog.
low. Or they'll take on a fake German accent. They're somehow
Even Ilocano knows how to speak
playful with their
Tagalog.
violence. They're
Yeah,
performing.
I think you're imposter though.
Rumors spread that
Because
the
everybody knows that
First
is our
Confederate
national
soldiers
language.
killed in combat
So it's so
not
impossible if you don't
Spanish.
know how to talk or
Fear
to
spread among
learn
former slaves.
Tagalog, no? So I think you're imposter.
Soon,
So
the ranks began
bye-bye.
to emerge across the South with names like the Knights of the White Rose, the White League, and the Red Shirts. They all used the same intimidation tactics. Klansmen would stake out
Goodbye,
villages in
Violeta the
Scotland
impostor.
to
My
keep
God,
black men from participating
I
in
don't believe.
elections. The
I
South
don't believe
had
that
to
she don't
stay
know
in
how to
white
speak
hands.
Tagalog.
They became a
Hello?
kind of paramilitary organization, or more properly said, a bunch of little
Hello?
paramilitary organizations,
I'm
which
doing well,
very
thank
quickly, in the
you.
course of a year or so, became the violent enforcers of what black
Thank you,
people
sir.
could do and could not do.
So will you believe Ilocana
After
people
enough
don't know
years
how to
existed,
speak
sometimes
Tagalog
armed,
or
the
don't
rumors of
understand how to
lynchings
speak
continued.
Tagalog? Do you believe it?
Whippings were very common.
As a
And that was
Filipino,
a
we
legacy
speak
of slavery.
Tagalog. We
These
supposed to
men,
speak
and what
or
they
we
would notice
at
is
least we
that when
learn
these
because
clan
teleserye from
and
the
these Ku
Philippines are
Klux
Tagalog.
whip people,
Don't tell
they
me.
know how to whip people. They know what kinds of tree branch to use to
Maybe they don't
get
speak,
whatever effect that they
but
want.
of course they understood
You have to
or they
remember
don't
that
like to
whipping can be
speak, but
deadly.
they understand and they know how
Particularly in
to
this
speak.
era, you don't have the
That's
antibiotics.
us
You get
even.
an
That's
infection.
Bisaya even.
A couple of
We
weeks
are
later,
more
your
on
body's trying to
English and
die, you
Bisaya
die,
rather than going
from
to
just the open wounds
rather than speaking
caused
to
by these
Tagalog,
whippings.
'di ba? But
It's very
if we
important
don't
to
have any
understand that
choice, then we have to go to
lynching
Manila,
ritual,
especially if
their
I have to
goal
be with
was
my
to
half
intimidate the
brothers.
whole mass.
No matter how
That is
drunk I
what
am, I have to
television
speak
is.
Tagalog.
And to
Why?
a very large
Because they're
extent, that
Tagalog.
succeeded, because while slavery was abolished,
So it's a
the
bullshit if she has to
complete
tell me, I don't know how to speak
subordination
Tagalog
of
because I'm
African
Ilocana.
Americans
So
continued.
what now?
Unable to vote, unable to get decent jobs, unable to have education, unable to have health care. It was a very successful campaign by a small terrorist organization.
The Klan and its so-called men of justice began to get a reputation. Groups sprung up across the South, and recruitment exploded. The Klan still needed a charismatic leader to lead the fight. For the role, they chose a military man, a hero to Southerners from the War of Secession, General Nathan Bedford Forrest.
They come together, they said, okay, who's going to be our leader?
Thank
They
you.
vote, they all voted for
Marley's
who they thought was gonna be
vlog.
leader. Nathan Bedford Forrest got the most votes, and they go to
Mario Ray
started this
Mendoza,
thing, it's
thank
called the Ku
you.
Klux Klan, or the
So
Ku
how about
Klux,
you? I know you're
and
Filipino, right?
we made you our
Who is
leader.
Filipino here?
Nathan Bedford Forrest didn't even realize that he was voted as he wasn't even in the KKK.
Nathan Bedford Forrest was a romantic figure. He was a
Hello.
celebrity. He was just kind of
Florencia.
And he was happy to have
Lucina.
his face put
Oh,
out.
I got a
He
lot of Filipino
clearly
now.
indicated that he was the head of the clan.
For a group as violent as the Klan, Forrest was an ideal leader. His reputation preceded him. A former slave trader, he had committed a number of war crimes during the war.
Hi.
During the Civil War, Nathan Bedford Forrest presided over the massacre of 300 to 400 black men who were surrendering. They were actually Yankee troops. They were surrendering to Forrest's
Yeah, support
troops.
Filipino,
Forrest
Filipino,
allowed his troops
Filipino,
to run rampage,
Filipino.
in fact, encouraged them to and murder all of these people. I think that really tells you what the Klan was all about. Nathan Bedford Forrest was a slave trader, a war criminal, and the first leader of the National Klan at its most violent moment.
With Forrest in the lead, the Klansmen began to take more punitive action. The violence reached its peak in 1868. With the presidential elections approaching, dozens of courthouses, churches, and polling places went up in smoke. More than 1,000 murders were committed in 4 weeks.
Oy.
Former slaves could not be allowed in any case to exercise their rights. Doing so would upset the system of white dominance. The victims were not chosen randomly.
So I have one here from Russia. Is it?
The first Klan was trying to accomplish was the deactivation, the politicizing of African Americans within the South. So, they particularly targeted African Americans who voted. They even more so targeted African Americans who held office. And in many cases, they didn't go to the African Americans who held office in order to say, you need to resign your office or we're going to be back. They went in and they killed them outright. Because they understood that these were people that were already established as leaders. They understood that these were people that others in the community looked to as individuals who could kind of exemplify what it meant to assert oneself as a citizen within the society. And those people needed to be neutralized.
Luto na ba yung baka? Pinipressure ko pa. Wala ko balang kasawa. Oo, hindi na lang. Fight ko na. Wala ka nang iisipin. Red ka sa kanin.
BDO is digital. You can deposit your cash or check here. You can also update your password. Or you can meet Sam for a digital service, assist machine, and talk to our branch officer.
All in one visit?
Yes, BDO, we find ways.
Highway.
The Reconstruction era Klan was also happy to target white Republicans, those that they saw as acting in the political interests that would further African American power.
And so this reminds us again that what we're talking about here is not only disorganized violence, it's not only depravity, it's not only terrorism, it's politics.
In Washington, plans were made to take down the invisible empire, whatever it took. Congress adopted a
Hello,
series of
hello,
laws
hello.
to dismantle the Klan. Martial law was declared. The federal army, still deployed in the South, was mobilized to fight the Klan in order to protect black voters.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Slowly, the clampdown began to take effect. In 1872, the Klan was officially declared destroyed. But it was too late. White supremacists didn't need them anymore.
When freed black slaves and their sympathizers were pushed away, when black people became more and more afraid to vote because it would cost them their lives, the work of the Klan was essentially done.
White Southerners are managing to get back legitimate power. Once they control the sheriff's office, the trial justices, once they are in charge of those things, they don't need the Klan anymore. And in fact, if you have legitimate power, you really don't like a bunch of young men running around deciding to attack people. You don't want to have to deal with whatever their priorities are. You want to be in charge.
In 1877, the Federal Army pulled out of the South with mixed results. The end of slavery was meant to give way to a regime of equality. Instead, it was slowly replaced with segregation, which lasted nearly a century. Blacks and whites wouldn't mix in daily life. Schools, shops, transportation,
Have you heard about it?
all affected.
Blacks and whites will not be together
African
in
Americans would be
America.
separated from the white population.
Hey, got 10 people, 10 people, 10 people, 10 people, 10 people. Happy birthday to you.
The values of the Klan's invisible
Hey,
empire
what can I
spread
say?
amongst the
What can I
general population.
say?
Lynchings of African Americans became more common.
What can I say except I
The
miss
federal
you?
government turned a blind eye.
Photos
Hearts,
and would be
beats,
sold and used as
that's
postcards.
colors
There'd be
and
souvenirs for these
colors.
sorts of events. People wanted to
Oi!
take pictures.
Hi Leslie.
Hi.
Lynching.
It's been a while. My God, how are you? Come on.
Directly or indirectly, passively.
Oh, I'm watching Coco Clan. Do you know that?
Lynchings often brought folly on.
Yeah, I just wake up around. What is this?
I'm a star now?
Huh?
I can be a superstar now?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, chat. I'm
Hey,
here.
how are you? It's been a while.
I'm here visiting the Philippines. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Anybody here from the U.S.?
Was the actual molestation of the
I got
body
Filipino man.
of
What
Hi.
now?
they, to be put about it, things they love to do.
Okay.
Cut off a man's
So what? Like, how long you will stay here? 1 month.
that was so
No.
sexualized that
2
they're
weeks.
also
Only 2 weeks here?
About last. I've been here for a week already.
white anxiety.
It's too short, no? Yeah, that's it.
Dribbling too short.
It was a ritual that was meant to publicly
Like, yeah.
demonstrate to
I
both
mean, like, the,
blacks
what is this, like, vacation is too short, diba?
and
What do you
whites
like? You want
witness
tea?
the crime.
When I eat?
And
Tea.
racial domination was
Uh-huh.
something that would be enforced within society.
Yes, I want tea.
So it was
You serve na
a
lang.
cultural
Yeah, she knows she's also living here.
performance.
Oh, really?
Very
Yeah.
macabre performance.
She knows where to
As
do
much as it
things, where to
was
buy
an
things.
attempt to take legal matters into the hands of vigilantes. And in that sense,
You know
it
that?
meant
It was
to
a
organize
documentary for the
society
Cocos
in the same
Clan.
sort of way that a book
For the KKK?
or
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know
You
them,
see them
but,
all the time and you come across them.
but now they're okay, no? They're not the same as
Not the
before.
same. They're the same.
They don't like black steel?
No, yeah, they don't like anybody. They don't like anybody. Instead of
But yeah, they're
instead
young.
of hoods, they put on police uniforms.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Not the
No,
white
no
thing?
hood. Yeah, they have police uniforms.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they're just pretending to be police.
Ah, they're police.
They're really police?
Yeah, they're police. Chat is silent. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody here.
No? Take this. So, yeah, it was just more Filipino this time, I think so.
Oh, they didn't hear me.
Yeah, really.
Hello, chat.
They are not police?
Yeah.
Nice.
was an innovator. There were wide shots and battle scenes, realistic decor, and swelling music. The Birth of a Nation was a major cinematic show.
Yeah, but I think it is why before when I was with my ex-boyfriend French, before he said like, I need to study history, and then I said, of course, but then I said, it's better that we don't know about history, or else we don't like European now because now they treat us maybe like that, no? But then, just like German, like if French people